and gentlemen, President and Chief Executive Officer of the Consumer Electronics Association, Gary Shapiro.
Welcome to the 2012 International CES. You know, in the early 1990s, the technology industry was consumed with a big question. Would the TV or the PC be the center of the home entertainment experience? Some even asked whether the PC even belonged in the consumer electronics industry. Well, thanks in large part to tonight's keynoter, we know today that the PC and its progeny, the many components and vital platforms, are a critical part of the home entertainment experience. After all, a TV without a gaming console, a streaming video platform, and broadband-enabled processing power attached to it or built into it is merely a beautiful, thin, expensive mirror. We all learned about the convergence of the TV, PC, and content here at CES. In 1995, Bill Gates took to the CES stage for the first time to speak to a small group of attendees at something we then called a CES workshop. I'll never forget that first Gates speech. Bill walked into the Hilton by himself with his head buried in a book. He made some remarks, and then I fielded written questions for him from the audience. His speech was called "The Coming Revolution in Consumer Computing." Bill said this revolution would be social, and that was in 1995. Well, in 1998, we launched a new concept, the CES Keynote. We invited Bill, along with Scott McNealy, Barry Diller, and Steve Forbes, to become the first CES keynoters. Bill Gates did such a great job that we invited him back. And then we invited him back again, and again, and again. And for 14 great years, Bill and his successor as Microsoft CEO, Steve Ballmer, have taken this to the stage to tell the world about Microsoft's next great innovations. Now, as maybe a few of you have heard, we've announced together that Microsoft is taking a break from the keynote stage in 2013. To those who asked me why over the years Microsoft was the only company granted an annual keynote slot, I had an immediate and honest answer. As a company, Microsoft uniquely changed the world and improved productivity, business, and the very way we create and communicate. More, Microsoft keynotes drove press and international attendance to this show as Microsoft shared the stage with many of its great partners in the technology industry. Microsoft took a risk on us early, and we both benefited. But as much as our human inclination is to protect and preserve the status quo, in the technology world, we recognize that change is the only constant. And for both CES and for Microsoft to be fresh, innovative, and enticing, we agreed to a pause. Now, the International CES is unquestionably the world's headquarters for the intersection of IT, CE, content, and communications. We have nearly doubled in size since the first Microsoft keynote. CES keynotes are frequently named the most important business speaking engagements in the world. And so, tonight, from the CES keynote stage, I offer gratitude and goodwill towards Microsoft. In fact, in one introduction of a recent Microsoft keynote, I compared Microsoft to the founding fathers of our nation. Both were revolutionary changers of human history. Now, America has been blessed by both the vision of our founders and by being the home of Microsoft. And I would be shocked if a Microsoft leader does not return to this stage again in the next few years. I present to you the keynote that kicks off the next phase of our great relationship with Microsoft. Please join me in welcoming the CEO of Microsoft, Steve Ballmer. It's great to see you, Steve.
Well, it's great to be here, Gary. Absolutely wonderful.
I'm excited to see you. And Steve, we have a special little thing that we made for you. If you could just indulge me for a second.
Yes, sir, of course.
So this
Little?
It highlights the history of Microsoft and CES together. made internally by our great employee, John Lindsay, but it shows some of the great moments in history. And this is for you and for Microsoft to enter the next phase of our relationship. We'll see you back.
Great. Well, thanks, Gary. Thanks for a great partnership. I'm excited to have the opportunity to be here tonight. Let's go get started.
Let's do it.
Thank you very much.
Slick tight code.
Bill Gates. Bill Gates.
What's called in video as the same PC devices, all devices, devices,
Bill Gates. Bill Gates.
and some rock devices, all devices.
All right, well, is anybody going to do anything, or should we just move on?
That is impressive.
Thank you, Bill.
Yep, extreme entertainment in a very rich way. Working with the retail PC devices, 69 million hours. Devices, 69 million devices.
That's fascinating.
Update your software. Very revolutionary. Revolution in your software. Very easily.
Just my
Update your software. Microsoft introduced your software and some dial-up video. Whistler.
Xbox Live.
Whistler.
Microboy. Xbox Live.
Whistler. Yep. Bing. Bing. Bing.
It's simple. It's natural.
Pretty darn bold, I think. Bing. 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 Bing.
10 billion hours.
Bing, bing, bing. You. Windows 7. Bing, bing, bing. Yeah, Windows. Yep. Bing, bing, bing. You. Windows 7. Bing, bing, bing. Yeah, Windows. You.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Ryan Seacrest.
All right. Hello. Thank you for that one scream over there. Appreciate it. Welcome. It is great to be here tonight. I have partnered with Microsoft and Bing specifically for a number of years. From Microsoft's phone to Xbox to Kinect to Windows PCs, I've truly always been impressed, and their recent innovations continue to surprise me. They are a company with bold ambition, as you know, bringing together people, information, and entertainment in ways which, frankly, I never dreamed was possible. So when the highly enthusiastic Steve Ballmer asked me to be a part of their final CES keynote, I obviously didn't hesitate. I was thrilled to check it out myself, to see the latest and greatest innovations firsthand with all of you this evening. So tonight, we'll do it a little differently. We'll try this conversationally, where we'll talk about what's happening in the tech industry, where it's headed, what's next for Microsoft. So we'll do that up here on the stage. So it'll be Steve, me, and a lot of Microsoft's latest gear. So let us bring out the man in charge, Steve Ballmer. Join us once again, Steve. Come on out. Let's go. Fire it up. Good to see you. Good to be here. Thanks for doing this. We're going to have, I think, a lot of fun tonight. I need to raise my stool and raise my voice. Let's go. What can we expect? What should we be looking for this evening? Tonight, I think we've got a really tremendous show, frankly. We have a chance in the next year to really raise our game, our product line to the next level across phones, PCs, tablets, TV, the Xbox. And really the heart and soul of that
will be our kind of featured attraction tonight, our new Metro user interface. We kind of pioneered it over the last few years, but you'll see it tonight, fast, fluid, and dynamic across all the Microsoft experiences, and really helping people to connect directly to the people and information, music, friends that are most important to them. And I think people will be kind of impressed on how it lights everything up.
I like that. When you said Metro, you looked at me in a strange way. I thought,
Oh, I was going to say.
is it the jacket or the sweater or the combination?
I was going to say it's a new design in a new year, but you take it from there, baby, from Microsoft and Ryan.
I'm your mascot.